My son when I tell him to smile versus when I yell out, poo! That's the trick. You don't just say, smile. You have to do something funny. And I don't mean like, the hand puppet with the baby at the photo shoot type of thing. This is what you gotta do, man. An 11-year-old boy saved the lives of 2 people on the same day. He saw a friend choking at school and performed the Heimlich maneuver. Then, on his way home, he saw a house fire and pulled a woman to safety. Davon Johnson, everybody. That kid just looks so damn happy. It's a nice change of pace to see all the happy stuff. I know that's why they had me do it. I can't be mad all the time. Gen Z girls can dress like 1998 all they want, but they'll never know the joy of your parents having literally no way to get a hold of you until you come home. This brings up a good point. I think a lot of people forget. I was at the tail end of the generation where you could be yourself and people didn't have immediate, constant access to you at all times. Nowadays, people are always whining about, it took you like 6 hours to text me back. Yeah, you may have access to me at all times, but I am still a person. Go back to 1998, when I leave the house, even if I have a cell phone. Nope, I'm gone. See ya. Must have been even crazier back before cell phones. When you left the house, you were gone. You did not exist. You were in another universe until you came home, right? But now, we just have that access all the time, 24/7, so chill. Didn't mean to rant on that for so long, but it's just kind of cool to see. The evolution of contact. Not the movie, My cat learned that the alarm sound means I wake up, and she snuggles on my chest right after. I've been setting my alarm 30 minutes early every day to give her more happy time. And I wish my cat Munchkin was this nice. My sister's dog was at the park, and another golden retriever ran up to play. After talking to the owner, it turns out they're brothers from the same litter. Oh, they knew it. When my daughter was 7 years old, she once interrupted a bedtime story to tell me, in a pie eating contest, it doesn't matter if you win or lose, because you get to eat pie. I think about that a lot. She's got the right outlook on life. Make sure you have her keep it, or help her keep it, I should say. What wonderful news. Such a grand gesture should be made all over the world. California becomes the first state to offer free school lunch and breakfast for all students. Wait, they were the first? I thought another state just did it recently. Either way, fantastic. Every single state should do this. Kids should have the right to eat. Lunch debt is the most dystopian thing I've ever heard, and this makes me smile, as per the subreddit. This has been 6 years in the making. How it started, how it's going. God damn, how in the world? I always hear about pilots moving on from, say, like the Air Force with that type of training. What were you doing in between? What were you doing in those 6 years? Is there like a school you can go to? I definitely don't understand how pilots become pilots outside of the Air Force. I have no idea. I asked my next door neighbor to take my bin out as I wouldn't be home. He definitely went above and beyond. He showed that bin a good time, man. I work at a funeral home, and during a service today, bumped into an old painter. Oh, we miss you, Bob. We miss you. After 20 plus years of buying insulin on Craigslist or simply going without, today I got all this for $30. Or sorry, $35. Buying it on Craigslist? Oh my God. I didn't even think about the idea of there being a little, not dark market, not black market, just a little secret second-hand market almost for it. Thank God this is finally happening. People don't have to ration their life-saving necessary medications, or at least when it comes to insulin. Now, what we need to do is do this for literally all the other medication that is keeping people alive and helping them. This lady at Jamba Juice just cut me in line and the worker saw it. So when it was my turn to order, he goes, "Congrats! You were the 18th customer today. You get a free drink of choice." Her face. Gotcha. A dasher left this in my mailbox. Oh boy, this could be bad. Let's see. My name is blank, and I've been delivering with DoorDash since October due to job loss. I've delivered to your home many times, and I recognize your name, as it is uncommon. On Christmas Eve, I decided to dash to pay for a tank of gas. I see what you're saying. I got 3 orders that night, and the final was yours. Your generous tip baffled me. I must admit I cried the entire way home and held my 3 children very close that night. I told them how important it is to be kind to others and be generous when you can, that doing so can make someone's day, and to never expect gratitude in return. However, I made sure they knew to always show appreciation for others' gratitude, and I mentioned your name, without any more details. We're so very grateful for you and your kindness. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. My kid just texted me, what, the hot dog emoji? It's code for I want to come home, but I want it to be your fault. Oh, any random emoji when we're not texting each other will work. He was supposed to be staying the night with a friend, so I was concerned when I get this text after I've already gone to bed. I called him and told him, you were supposed to unload the dishwasher before you left. Now you've lost your privilege of spending the night. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Have your stuff gathered up. He got in the car, and I asked what's up. He said his friend's grandpa was making him feel uncomfortable, but he didn't know how to tell the friend he wanted to leave. Then he thanked me for getting him out of there. That is very smart. Honestly, just too damn smart. Good job on that one, man. You know it's cold outside when you go outside and it's cold. Who's running this account? Oh, no, that tracks. Jack Gleason, who played King Joffrey on Game of Thrones, got married to girlfriend Rosalind O'Mahony? Sorry, I'm really bad with names, just in general, over the weekend in a small ceremony in Ireland. You know what? Fucking good for him, man. The poor guy. I still to this day feel so bad. He played the worst character on television so goddamn well, and people treated him so poorly because of it, he decided to quit acting, dude. And it pissed me off because he did such a good job. You know what, Jack? You're killing it out there. Someday, fan bases will change and stop trying to harm the actors behind the character for no reason at all. But I'm glad you're both smiling and you had a good day. My daughter got her first backpack and now we match. Off to daycare and work. Okay, that's just the cutest thing I've ever seen. This guy cleaned up an entire park by himself. I did it! Finally! 103 days, 103 hikes, 103 buckets of trash. Today, after walking to our waterfalls and back, I failed to find enough trash to fill half my bucket, let alone the entire thing. I think I've successfully cleaned up my entire park. What a great, honest-to-God motivator for getting out and hiking, exercising, just getting out into nature, experiencing it. Just bring a bucket with you and pick up any of the garbage that other people have unfortunately, in their assholishness, have thrown away. You know, it was unfortunate to see after New Year's in Finland while I was there was a lot of firework residue and trash just left in some of the parks. And while walking through one of those parks, I said, well, why don't we pick some of this stuff up? A random stranger on the bench nodded at us and was like, hey man, good job, or whatever, it was nice. But hey, Finland, I'm cleaning you guys up, okay? I mean, I did a little bit. Not nearly as much as this awesome guy did. Sister-in-law had her driving test today. There are 3 possible spots they used to test reversing round a corner, and one of them she just couldn't master. So stepdad Ken went and parked his car there, so the examiner had to pick one of the other 2. Anyway, she passed. That's sneaky. Down 120 pounds in 13 months. God damn it, the resolve. You're kicking ass. Look at you go. In 1992, I was 12. My dad and I were in the Newark airport. I saw Joe Pesci and recognized him from Home Alone. I went up to ask him for his autograph. Joe asked me who my favorite actor was. I said he was. He handed me a crisp $100 and said, that's the right answer, kid. Dude, I hope you never spent that $100. I hope you, framed it or something. I had to borrow my daughter's car today because of reasons. I'm a chief petty officer in the United States Navy. Turn 50 later this year. Oh, come on. There's nothing wrong with that. After years of collecting problems with arcade bylaws and pandemic, I see. I finally quit my career in IT, and I've opened a pinball arcade. Oh my god, it looks so good. Oh, dude, the pattern on the walls. You've got the center stage monitors right there. Oh my god, where is this place? Please tell me it's in Colorado Springs so I can come and enjoy. I went to a community barbecue tonight and sat by myself. A few minutes later, this kid came and sat down across from me. After a minute, he shyly asked, "Sir, do you know how to play Magic?" I told him that I'd played as a teen. He pulled out 2 decks and challenged me. How could I say no? It made my night. This is great. I love that. I have been taught how to play Magic once, and I wanted to die. But I'm glad that there are so many people out there that can just absolutely enjoy the hell out of something so intricate. I was unable to find childcare for my daughter this week, so we have been hanging out. Today, I took her for a 5-kilometer run/bike ride. I try to run and she bikes. Halfway, she looked at me and said, "This is the best day of my life, Daddy. If anyone needs me, I'll be out buying a pony." Andrew Tate destroyed by local wholesome man. You are poor. You are unimportant. Men do not fear you. Your woman disagrees with you. Your lives are If I was forced to endure a year of your life, it would be the worst level of depression imaginable. I am poor, but I work with special needs students who love me and live a fulfilling life. I don't need anyone to fear me. I'm content being appreciated. I'm spending Christmas with the woman I love and our 3 gorgeous daughters. We don't agree on everything, and that's okay. Trust me, disagreeing with Andrew Tate is automatically you living your best life. Trust me. 7 months post-chemo. Enough hair for a headband. Hell yeah, does that mean you kicked cancer's ass? Because it seems like you did. In 2015, Jimmy Carter had brain cancer. In 2019, he broke his hip. That same year, at age 95, he fell at home requiring 14 stitches. Despite his injuries, he showed up the next day to help build houses for the Habitat for Humanity. Recently turning 98, President Carter is still an active volunteer. And, from what I have heard, unfortunately, he is in hospice care in his home. So while we may not have Mr. Carter, or President Carter, much longer, and while he may not have been the best president that we've ever had, I would certainly say, bar none, hands down, he's the best ex-president we've ever had. I mean, what a goddamn man. What a goddamn human being. Elder explaining life. Wanting a child born is pro-birth. Wanting a child fed, housed, educated with parents who earn a living wage is pro-life. Went to my brother's graduation and saw a little girl taking pictures of her dad, who had just graduated too. It was just the two of them. I was crying. She was so proud of him. We're all proud of him. Female coworker of mine was miserable at work one day. Oh, there's the female thing. Is this going to get weird? Probably not. I asked her what was wrong. She told me it was her anniversary and she knew her husband had forgotten. She had preteen girls at home during summer vacation. I knew her home phone number, pre-cell phone era. So I called her home phone and one kid picked up, explaining to the kid who I was and that she needed to call dad at work and remind him it was mom and dad's anniversary. And don't tell mom or dad that I called. The next day she was all smiles. Gosh, he did remember. Brought home flowers, took her to dinner, mission accomplished. Not a word was ever said about this. Until 6 years later when she left the company. She gave me a hug at a farewell luncheon and whispered, "My kids ratted you out. Thank you." Today is my birthday. I'm 70 and this is my first post on Reddit. Hopefully first of many. Looking great for 70. You look younger than I do, actually. I mean, come on. Alcoholism versus sobriety. Today marks 1,000 days sober. Going into rehab and having the courage to ask for help saved my life. Holy damn! Okay, you're gonna be an extra on the new 300 movie? I don't think they're actually making one, but damn, okay. It's amazing what 1,000 days can do. It's incredible. I got robbed at Coachella. My phone, credit card, and keys were taken. The next day, I was left in a city alone with no way to ask for help. A hotel got me an Uber, and the driver ended his shift to stay with me all day. He helped me file a police report, and we ended up getting margaritas. Hell yeah. My boyfriend came to watch me present my research, and at the end, I asked for questions. He asked a super specific question that allowed me to reiterate the most interesting part of my research. He knew the answer. He wanted me to be able to highlight it again. What a man. Imagine waking up for an 8 a.m. class and this is what you walk in and see. He got up extra early to make a holiday class a little fun. Be nice and respect what he's doing. Seems like an incredibly cool guy to me. Oh no, my professor's a person that likes to have fun and make people smile. Ugh, I hate it here. Last chemo session today, I got to ring the bell. The bell you never, ever, ever want anybody to have to ring. But the bell you're very, very, very happy to see someone ringing. My wife of 33 years was diagnosed with leukemia. She wanted us to use the time that she had left to create memories, which she did. She gave the grandkids the time of their lives. The last time we went out when she was well was when we took the motorbike for a ride to a nearby coast. We had stopped to buy fish and chips and went on to the cliff tops. Sitting in the tall native grass looking out to sea, we suddenly saw a pod of orcas swimming up the coast close to the shore. This isn't unusual as it's their route from Antarctica north, but there was more than one pod. There would have been close to 50 or 60 whales spread out over 4 or 5 miles. It was an awesome sight. On the way home, on a longish straight, I opened the bike up and rode quite quickly. As I slowed for a corner, I expected the usual jab in the ribs for speeding. I called out an apology and she replied, "I've got cancer, Dave." Thrill me, permission granted. I gave her the ride of a lifetime. She died shortly after that, but what a damned good memory, and a memory that was definitely good enough to recall it with perfect prose. I felt like I was there.